Okay, we win the speed tie. Psychic. Oh! Today's game is going to be Sela for Team Germany against Iroha for Team Japan. As you might have seen in yesterday's video, Team Germany is down 0-1 against Japan in the 7 versus 7 friendly match in Regulation I. Sela is a strong player from Germany, notably finished top 16 at EOIC 2022 and also has a couple of strong finishes at regionals, usually using Calyrex Ice Rider. Iroha is usually a singles YouTuber from Japan, but recently has made the switch to double battles and has managed to qualify for the Japan Nats online qualifier, so a very strong player as well. Let's see how it goes. Game 2 of the Germany versus Japan friendly in Regulation I, and we have almost a 6-mon mirror match. It will be Sela against Iroha. Sela is a player that has been around for quite a bit, I would say. Let me adjust audio volumes a little bit. I hope you can hear both the background and myself. So, yeah. Sela against Iroha for our second match here. Iroha is a big YouTuber actually in Japan, over 100,000 subs I think, and has recently managed to qualify or do well at least in some of the Japan Nats qualifiers. So yeah, they're transitioning. I think they were doing some other Pokemon content before, but now want to take VGC a little bit more serious. And Sela has been around for a while, notable for going undefeated day 1 of Birmingham Regionals this season. Usually using Calyrex Ice Rider quite a bit, but now seems like they are switching it up here quite significantly with a Calyrex and Zamazenta. And yeah, that is probably the mirror that we will see most in this regulation, at least if, what people have figured out about the format, if that's remaining true. Maybe we will figure something out, but yeah, I've heard from quite a lot of players that Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Zamazenta is just very strong. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It was the first thing that people were looking into. You get coverage from, like, you get really good coverage between Ghost and Fighting. You have special and physical restricted. You get White Guard. You have support options from the Calyrex. So just, yeah, a lot of things that work or make them work well together. But let's see. Urshifu Torn, I like this lead coming out from Sela because it means that you don't have your restricted exposed right away. Rather, you can try to get some damage off with Urshifu before then bringing in your restricteds later on in the battle. And I just realized that we're losing a little bit off the screen again. Yeah, for some reason. Everyone has set their Switch to different resolutions. But anyway, here we go. Speed control, of course, will be important in this match. So just going for a Tailwind right away makes a lot of sense. It's also one of those positions where maybe you can get in a cheeky Bleakwind Storm, though, at some point, because Torn isn't really threatened. But no, Sela has other plans, going for Raiden Dance right away. And Bleakwind Storm, yeah, I said it. It makes sense to forgo Tailwind for a turn. And Bleakwind Storm, decent chunk to Torn, and gets the speed drop as well, which can be quite crucial body press, not doing any damage whatsoever into the projectile. Now, let's see what the open team sheet says. If there is taunt on any of these Torns, of course this could be huge, but nope, no Torn has taunt. Both of them have Rain Dance, Bleakwind Storm, Tailwind, and Protect with Rocky Helmet. But one thing that could come up later is we have Imprison on Calyrex, and this is on the team with Ogre Pawn. And let me see. Sela is the one who has Imprison. Yep, Sela has Imprison on Calyrex, so this might come in clutch later. But yeah, before that, now Urshifu wants to make use of the rain, also boosting up its power even further while getting rid of flying weakness. So yeah, makes a lot of sense to go for this Terra. And something like a Tailwind Surging Strikes, maybe into Zam, maybe into Torn, could be a good idea. matching Tailwinds on both sides. Let's not forget Torn on Sela's side has the speed drop. Body Press should not get the KO. And now the question is, where did you target? If you're going after the Torn, there would be a lot of recoil from Rocky Helmet, but no, it's into Zam. But, well, I wouldn't say it takes it like well, but it takes it at all. This is still a Mystic Water, Terra Water, Stab, Searching Strikes in Rain. And Zamazenta, yeah, doesn't even need the defense boost to make it through that turn. So now we should have speed advantage over on Iroha's side. And going for something like Bleak Wind Storm and Body Press into Torn could get them a double knockout. So is there something that Sela can do to avoid this scenario? Yeah, you might want to protect the Torn, maybe, and just go for Aqua Jet into Torn. Or into Zamazenta. I don't think this will KO, but let's see. Well, it is a powerful move. At least with all the modifiers. Aqua Jet. Yeah, not quite enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Because you can't really bring in Calyrex, can you? If you bring in Calyrex, they're gonna like Wide Guard and Bleak Wind Storm. You could Psychic the Zamazenta for the KO. Yeah, this was a Heavy Slam into Protect from Torn. The other option, of course, bringing in Zamazenta off your own. Maybe you're faster. Maybe you can get a KO. But yeah, Aqua Jet into Torn would have been nice to just to soften it up a little bit. But now Astral Barrage won't KO to the Torn. Psychic won't KO the Torn. And also Zamazenta probably would not be able to get the KO on Torn with Heavy Slam. So yeah, you needed a little bit of chip, I think, into Torn that previous turn. Because even if you get the KO on Zamazenta, then their Calyrex might come in. Yeah, maybe you can do something with Imprison. But okay, we're bringing in Calyrex. And yeah, I feel like Wide Guard, Bleak Wind Storm is just very... It's like right there. You don't even have to like try that hard in this position if you're Iroha. Yeah. I mean, you need to get rid of this Torn. Ideally this turn, so that it cannot protect and then set up Tailwind again. But because you didn't get the chip off, you can't KO it this turn with Psychic. So yeah, I feel like this is not a good position at all for Sela, unfortunately. Yeah, he's also struggling to come up with something. Yeah, you got a Psychic, but where do you Psychic? Okay, he's Psychic the Zam. That makes sense. Wide Guard as expected. And now setting up Rain Dance also hurts because you can't even hope for a... there's the crit. That would have been nice against Torn, potentially. Yeah, you can't even hope for a Bleak Wind miss because, yeah, we set up Rain for them. And now another speed drop on Torn. And now their Torn they can just bring in whatever, double protect, and then Tailwind and Astral Barrage. Oh yeah, well, not bring in whatever, but bring in Calyrex, double protect, and then Tailwind, Astral Barrage, and yeah, we might have to... Well, if they bring in Calyrex, we might have to bring in Zamazenta. Just for that scenario. Or... I guess we could also try and play for the speed tie with Imprison. And like, they double protect, then they set Tailwind. Or I guess, well, would they double protect? Yeah, we could just play for the for the Imprison speed tie. But that is Calyrex, okay. Yeah, last turn of Tailwind. their play could be Double Protect, but their play could also be Astral Barrage and Bleak Wind Storm. Tornadus should be in KO range for another Bleak Wind Storm. So yeah, I think I actually like that better, to not give us any outs to like switch into Zamazenta and get White Guard in. So maybe our play is to protect Calyrex and switch in Zamazenta. Because then even if they attack this turn, we can White Guard next turn. Or you just go for the speed tie and imprison. Oh, but nope, we're running out of time. I guess we're not doing anything at all. And we're going down to Astral Barrage. Well. Huh, yeah, I wonder, yeah, if we went Protect, switch into Zam, we take Astral Barrage, but then next turn we can... Oh, then they have, sorry, I didn't see this, they have Encore on the Calyrex, so they could then Tailwind Encore our Calyrex. So I guess our play was to go for the speed tie after all, and just, but we had to go for Imprison, like switch to Zamazenta and Imprison, or Protect and Imprison. But, well, we lost the speed tie anyways, so... yeah. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Still. Yeah, it is tough to maneuver a mirror like that. Yeah, they had the Focus Stash still available on their Calyrex, so yeah, we needed to win the speed tie and go for Imprison so that they couldn't attack, but then next turn we both set Tailwind and they could try and Encore us, so they would have another chance to win the speed tie. So basically we had to win like 2 speed ties, I think. Yeah. Well, Terror Ghost coming out. Well, this is already at +2. It also has Encore while we protect it. Yeah, just to draw out the game a little bit longer, but gonna help that much, unfortunately. And Iroha will take game 1 in a little bit. Yeah, got into position. Zamazenta taking the Surging Strikes and the Aqua Jet was definitely big. However, it didn't actually help like that much either. Yeah, I think the fact that Zella didn't attack Tornadus for the first couple of turns and had the slower Tornadus, at least after the speed drop, where we don't know how they matched up because we went for Rain Dance, they went for Bleak Wind Storm, but then after the speed drop they were just faster. And we never got off, yeah, we never really got off damage on Torn, but we needed to do some damage there, of course. So I think for game 2, I kind of like the lead that we saw, the Torn and Urshifu. I don't think it's that bad, but we needed to like make something work with this, like get something done with this, like maybe turn 1, yeah, maybe not set Rain Dance, maybe just go for Bleak Wind Storm, protect turn 1. Yeah, it's not that easy. I mean, worst case we could just match their lead, right? In a mirror match, if you don't really know what to do, like worst case we can also go Torn and Zamazenta, right? If we feel like there's no way to punish that. And maybe that's exactly what we're doing. Yep, let's go. Why not? If you can't beat them, join them. And yeah, I don't think it's the worst idea. And while we're waiting for game 2, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of these epic battles that will be uploaded in the next couple of days. Alright, well, game 2 coming up between Zella and Iroha. Yeah, I feel like if you want to use Calyrex, Shadow, and Zamazenta in this regulation, you have to be prepared to face a couple of mirror matches like this. So yeah, getting in some good practice. Let's see. Alright, let's see if Iroha also goes with the same leader once again, and there it is. So get your Spider-Man memes ready. Also on the right side. Perfect mirror here. Zamazenta on Seele activates ability first, so might be faster. That would be good. That would be really helpful. And I think you just want to go for Bleakwind Storms here. There's no taunt. You can just delay Tailwind by a turn, I think. Maybe you get lucky with a speed drop. Then you don't even need to Tailwind. And yeah, because there's no taunt and because you have Protect, you can really try to like maneuver and use the perfect point in the battle to click Tailwind. Because yeah, you don't need it right now. You don't need it right away. There's no KO threat either. I guess maybe Heavy Slam and Bleakwind Storm might KO Torn, but Torn could also protect, so you might not want to double up into that. Terra Ghost actually comes out. Wow. Calling this body press perfectly. That's not good. Body press does no damage, no Tailwind, no Prankster moves, so this is going to be Bleakwind from both sides. The opponent hits first, misses Zamazenta, but hits Tornadus. And if this is the double up, this would be really bad for Seele. Yep, there's Heavy Slam. Oh, it doesn't KO. Okay. Okay, maybe that's not that bad after all. But Bleakwind Storm misses Torn. Once again, no big damage on Torn. Well. Huh. Yeah, And now they are threatening Body Press into our Zam and Bleakwind Storm. And because we didn't get this damage off, we definitely don't threaten a KO on Torn now. So I feel like they can just go for this double up into Zamazenta. Or they could like Tailwind and Body Press. Yeah, I don't know. I think they can just double up into Zamazenta. They can Body Press and Bleakwind Storm into Zamazenta. Yeah, Heavy Slam. It's almost half, but not quite. There is Bleakwind Storm. Hits Arzama, and yeah, this should be a Body Press follow-up. Yep, nice play. Nice play by Iroha. I think that was the right call to make here. And now we get to go into Calyrex. And now the question is this Torn in Psychic KO range? We only did Heavy Slam damage to it. We saw that it was outspeeding Zamazenta over on the other side of the field. I don't think you can go for Astral Barrage. Like, surely they're gonna Wide Guard, right? But at the same time, Psychic might be a little bit too obvious. Maybe this is the point where you want to take a risk. But, I mean, it's Wide Guard, and we also have Torn. So, like, surely they're going for a Wide Guard, right? Like, if I were them, I would go for Wide Guard, Tailwind maybe even. Or you could do Tailwind and Heavy Slam, I guess. Yeah, maybe Tailwind Heavy Slam is better, actually. Nah. I will Wide Guard, yeah. Yep, Wide Guard comes out. Okay, Wide Guard Tailwind. Okay. Yeah, so far, Iroha, I haven't seen them in tournament yet, but so far, I'm quite okay with all their plays so far, pretty much. Tailwind is being matched, and Psychic gets KO on Torn. We'll get a special attack boost, which will come in handy against whatever comes in. Now, of course, the Zamazenta still has Wide Guard, and that's great to have, but sitting on the field and just clicking Wide Guard until the end of the battle might not be enough to do it, especially considering the fact that we have Imprison. And Astral Barrage and Psychic, those are the same damaging moves that are on both Calyrex. So if Calyrex comes in and we click Imprison, this Calyrex cannot attack. However, the problem is that they could Encore us into Imprison, and then we might just be sitting here for a little bit. At least that's what I think could happen. So we need to win the speed tie this turn to Imprison before they attack. Or are they going to attack with Zamazenta? No, I think Wide Guard Astro Barrage from their end. If they win the speed tie, I think they just win the game. Yeah, Psychic? No, we don't want to use Psychic, I don't think. Yeah, so we need to Imprison. We need to win the speed tie. We need to Imprison. And then Torn, honestly, you can't really do much. If they go for Wide Guard, yeah, we might set up Rain Dance, I think. Tailwind's already up. Yeah, we could Protect. I think I like Rain Dance, actually. But Protect, I mean, Protect is also fine. Wide Guard comes out. So now let's see. Can we win the speed tie? Okay, nice. Okay, we get the Imprison off. Now Calyrex cannot do anything, but they went for Encore right away. They predicted the speed tie loss because we're still in Tailwind, right? I guess their logic was, if I win the speed tie, I would Encore you into Psychic, so then you cannot use Astro Barrage or Imprison, and also Psychic won't do too much to Calyrex, but we are at +1, so if we went for Psychic into Zam, I guess maybe it doesn't KO. Yeah, maybe Encore was the right idea there. Kind of be like, okay, no matter what, either I like win or lose the speed tie, I'm fine with either. I will Encore lock you into something. Yeah, but now, well, what does Calyrex do? We're switching out. Well, they can't go for imprisoned moves this turn, but they will be able to do so from the following turns. However, Iroha doesn't want to play this game of chicken of, oh, are you gonna switch out? Are you still gonna keep up the lock? What's gonna happen? So they'll bring in Rillaboom as we're switching in our Urshifu. Yeah, so potentially take a Heavy Slam. That would be good. But they might also just Body Press the Torn. Ooh, Heavy Slam the Torn, actually. I feel like that was an opportunity there. Maybe you can switch in Urshifu that slot. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe, yeah, I would have gone for Body Press there. Would be a little bit more correct, I think. But yeah, that's fine. So Rillaboom, we haven't seen it in the first game, I believe. But yeah, is threatening Urshifu, is also threatening to break our Focus Sash with Grassy Glide. And has Fake Out available this turn. They could just go for like... They could even just go for... like Wide Guard and... Grassy Glide Ursh? I think they want a Wide Guard here again this turn. Though it seems a bit obvious, so maybe Sella is saying, you know what, if you don't Wide Guard this turn, I might get a huge KO and I might be back in this game. But I feel like you want a Wide Guard. Okay, they protect. They protect. Since, yeah, they attacked last turn. Yeah, that's honestly fine, but now this gives us an opportunity in the rain. Astro Barrage and Surging Strikes, I think, is the move we picked. Would need to KO Rillaboom, but I don't think that's happening. Okay, we went for CC actually. That barely not enough. I thought we clicked Surging Strikes, but no. Yeah, we needed to get the KO there. Yeah, now it's Woodhammer. Knocks out Urshifu, also knocks out Rillaboom. And now once again, we are in this Imprison versus Encore spot. We just went for Astro Barrage, so I think their play is to Encore and Wide Guard, and that should always win the game. Encore and White Guard. It's a tricky spot, but not that tricky, I think. If that makes sense. Because we've just clicked Astral Barrage, so if you Encore into Astral Barrage, then you can win the game by going for White Guard and Psychic. And if we Imprison now and win the Speed Tie and you Encore into Imprison, then you can win the game by going for Heavy Slam with the Zamazenta. So I feel like no matter what, I feel like no matter what, you're winning if you click White Guard and Encore. You click Psychic. Yeah, there's White Guard. Should be Encore once again. Yeah, Psychic comes out. Gets the KO with a critical hit. Wait. Ah, no, never mind. Wait, actually, no. Wait. Wait. Oh, no, they Encore us. Never mind. Ah, never mind. I thought, like, what if they attack us, get us down to Sash, then we win the Speed Tie next turn, we imprison them, but then they Encore us, and then we're, like, locked with no attacking moves, but, well, we got the special attack boost now. Can Psychic 2-hit KO Calyrex from here? I don't think so. Well, we win the Speed Tie. This one's not the one that matters. Special defense drop. Oh! Okay. Wait, if they protect to get Grassy Terrain recovery, does our Encore... Can our Encore end? I mean, we're clicking Psychic. But what are they doing? Well, critical hit definitely gets it. Well, Speed Tie win and, I don't know, high damage roll with a special defense drop or a critical hit. But come on. Okay, they protect. So then Encore should still last for one more turn. Okay, rain's over. Whatever. Get a little bit of recovery. Now this Calyrex might be just barely out of range. And now, yeah, last turn of Encore. And we need to... I think we need a critical hit. Okay, Speed Tie win and critical hit. Are you guys ready? It's not gonna happen, is it? I'm at the edge of my seat. Doesn't get any more exciting than this. Okay, we win the Speed Tie. Psychic. Oh! Just barely misses the KO. Oh, and just with the little bit of extra recovery from the Grassy Terrain, Iroha takes the set 2-0 and also brings the score to 2-0. Wow. That was quite close. First game really didn't go that well. I think the Aqua Jet should have gone into Torn, and then it was really tough to play from there. But then this game, well, we started off in a kind of difficult situation once again, where they had this Terra Ghost Zamazenta, which put out a lot of damage, but it also meant that they would be weak to Astral Barrage later on in the game. But yeah, then with the Encore, there was a chance. We got the special defense drop. Whoops. We got the special defense drop, but then we didn't get the crit that we needed, or we needed our opponent to not go for the protect to stall out. Dang, wow, that was a tough one. What a match. And yeah, if you want to check out Iroha's perspective, they've uploaded it from their point of view to their channel in Japanese. I will link that in the description below. Yeah, it's good to be back on YouTube. If you like what you see, make sure to leave a like and be back for the other matches of this friendly match on this channel in the future.